Hey, and welcome back to our We Seek Summits channel. Moving on in our A to E Lang with this beautiful little oil, Melissa, which is not named after a woman, by the way. It's not a lady's name.
And I thought it named after a bee?
Yes, Melissa means honeybee in Greek because it was a plant that drew a lot of bees. It smells very floral, lemony, bright, fresh. And I thought for a long time it was the flower because it's so delicate, but it's not. It's the leaf.
It's the leaf? Yeah, it's from the mint family, honestly, and the plant looks a lot like, you know, spearmint or something like that.
In fact, I found one at the garden store, a little pot, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited, and so I got it because I was going to show you. I was like, this is what a Melissa plant looks like. And it's notoriously difficult to keep alive.
It didn't make it.
It didn't make it. Sorry.
But where does doTERRA grow this?
So you were saying how there are many variations, of course, like anything all over the world. So doTERRA's Melissa comes from, they grow it in Bulgaria. And the first question that people ask, because this little 5 milliliter bottle, doTERRA's wholesale cost is $115. And then the retail cost I wrote down here is $153. If you want to talk about how to get this wholesale cost, message us. There's always a link in the description or comment below, and we're gonna hook you up. But the first question people ask is, why is it $115 for this teeny tiny little thing? And again, because it's not a flower, because the flowers are usually expensive.
Yeah, it's a mint.
Okay,
it's a mint leaf.
So here are the answers to that. It is notoriously difficult to grow, to harvest, and to distill. It has to be distilled within an hour of harvesting, so it has a very, very small radius around the distillery in which it can be grown, and so that's why Bulgaria has been excellent for that, because doTERRA has the sesquiterpene distillery there, but again, there's just a small radius where they can grow Melissa there. They've got to get it to the distillery quickly. It also has a very low yield. What was it? It was
66 pounds of leaves to make that little 5 milliliter.
Yeah. And because of this difficulty, it is highly adulterated in the industry. And so, Donna, you were looking at like some of the prices and stuff.
Yeah, I just real quickly like looked at prices, and I'm seeing like way cheaper other prices, and I'm like, that to me that's a red flag. Like there's something going on. So
I mean, anything with oils, like this is plant matter here, so why is it cheap?
Yeah, so I went, so a great resource for you is the APRC, the Aromatic Plant Research Center, and they are not associated with doTERRA. They are on the, you know,
they do doTERRA's testing. They're an independent third-party lab. Yes. They do all the out-of-house testing for doTERRA, but they also test a lot of other oils.
Other oils, right? They're a laboratory, but they do a lot of great publications on adulteration in the industry, and they're one of the leaders on being able to detect and identify adulteration. So adulteration, just think of it as somebody messing with the oil, somebody doing something to it. And Melissa is, because for what Jesse said, it's very easy to adulterate it. So I lost my notes, but I'll link the article from the video. It was a really good blog, but basically you can use lemongrass, ylang-ylang, black pepper, like some of these other oils have similar constituents, and what they do is they fractionate them, take those pure components, and they can stick it into Melissa to try and up it. They also use dilution solvent agents like hexane or toluene to increase volume. Also try to improve the yield, but doTERRA distills, and distill results in an unadulterated pure essential oil from the botanicals. So you're getting an excellent quality, and quality matters. You know,
quality matters, and especially when we get into the list of uses, like this is a powerful oil. You're gonna want this, and you're gonna want the real stuff.
Yeah.
So
let me tell you about the chemistry, because
so why is that?
Like Jesse said, normally when we talk about flowers, you get like this amazing complex chemistry, and then when we go to resins or leaves or other things, you know, it's a little more simplistic. Not Melissa. Melissa is extremely diverse. So let me run through some of the highlights. So aldehyde is predominant chemistry here, up to 65%. And we've talked about aldehydes before. And you have geraniol and nerol in there, two great aldehydes that are present in lemongrass. So that's why you kind of get this lemony scent.
We didn't even take our hit. Come here, give me a hit.
No, it's so good. But it's more woodsy. You know, it has other tones to it. So you're getting that with the aldehyde, and then you're getting sesquiterpene chemistry as well, up to kind of the balance. The main one is beta-caryophyllene, and so we talked about that from copaiba. You know, it's very, it's a good actor on CB2 receptors in our endocrine system, and we'll talk about how that comes out in the applications there. There's also another one called Derma Cream, which I haven't seen before. It's kind of a new one. It's a sesquiterpene, but it's common to Melissa, but I believe it was also common in, it was in the APRC article that I'll link. Okay. There is another plant, and they try and steal the Derma Cream from there and put it in as an adulteration technique. But then you have oxides. So we talked about oxides with eucalyptus, I believe. You've got alcohols, you've got esters, you've got ketones, you've got monoterpenes, you've got alcohols.
All the things!
It's like all in there!
All the things!
So what that means is this becomes like just a really diverse oil, and you are able to use it, everything from like emotional balance to immune support to other things in between. And we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, well, so there you go. So Melissa has been, the FDA GRAS, generally regarded as safe for internal use. So Melissa is another one that you can use all the ways. And so we were reading the emotions book on it, and it's the oil of light, and basically to awaken your inner light and be your true self and inspire the light within and all that. And I'm like, that's awesome. Boyd Truman just says, if you want to laser in on focus, use Melissa. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Laser focus, awakening inner light, creativity, got it.
Yeah. I think he has like a 21-day challenge.
Yeah. So we're going to try this.
Which we are. We've never done it before. But you take what internally...
You do a drop of Melissa under your tongue, or you compress it to the roof of your mouth for 21 days and see. So I'm going to challenge all of you to try it. So get Melissa, and again, hook us up in that link. You know, there's a Google form if you want details on how to do that.
Or your wellness advocate.
Or your and try Melissa for 21 days. Jot little notes on how you're feeling and see how you're feeling, and then come back and post and tell us.
Yeah, because I'll jump into it now. Like, emotional balance is probably the #1 use of Melissa oil. So you've got the beta-caryophyllene in there. You have this host of other oils that are going to act and help support with your hormone, pathways. Yeah. And it's just going to do amazing things. So, and historically, for mind and for emotional support, Melissa herb, was used predominantly. I read there was some monks, and they distilled water, and they used, so you would make tinctures and things, with herbs in it. Well, there's a cast of monks that would use Melissa, and just this really just powerful water.
I mean, it's very big historically for just calming those anxious feelings and to slow your racing heartbeat and
for any kind of anxious and calming balance. I think we've said enough. So immune support. So Melissa is in these beautiful little guys right here. These are the On Guard soft gels, and I take one of these daily. These beautiful little soft gels. On Guard, powerful immune support, covers all the bases. We do it daily, on a daily basis, and then we kind of up the use when something creeps up. Well, Melissa is not in the regular On Guard blend, but it's in the soft gel. So Dominic was asking, he's like, how are the ways that we use Melissa? Because it's one of those that, yes, like every drop is valuable. And so I pull it out when we really need to knock stuff out. Like there's something that we just need to get done, get our body going, get our immune system going, and Melissa's the one. It's like the big gun. When you got to pull out the big gun, you pull out Melissa.
It nukes stuff. It's the nuking oil. Is that?
Yeah.
That works.
So immune support,
powerful immune support
is a great one, and similarly, it's also wonderful for the skin. So.
Like so many.
So I mean, if that's bites, if it's sores, if it's excess dryness, put it in your lotion.
You can
Phenomenal.
spritz on your face, use it all the ways. And again, it's that same thing that we're always saying, like calming to the emotions, good for the skin, good for uplifting, good for immune support. So using it. What blends is it in?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, so it is in the Elevation blend. This is one of the older blends, one of the more original blends. We've got all of these great emotional aromatherapy blends now, and this one is just kind of a tried and true. It just smells amazing. I keep one of these in my car, and I've got the little car diffuser hanging, and I'm like, oh, we need a little Elevation in here, so I'll just rub it on. And because the smell of Elevation, I think, is a little bit more potent, a little bit more floral strong, and so it really kind of fills the car quickly than some of the other more subtle scents. Speaking of subtle, so you want subtle, it's in Arise, which is one of your favorite. It's one of Dominic's favorite.
It is. I like using Arise.
Yeah.
Like when I get up in the morning and I'm on a weekend, I'm in the kitchen making breakfast or whatever, and I just want something going, kind of get that citrusy, floral Arise going. I love it. Citrusy,
floral Arise. And then, okay, talking about the laser focus, so it is in Motivate. So I know many people who have the Motivate Touch Roller on their monthly LRP, and they just get one a month.
And well, I don't have it monthly, but I actually have it in my work bag.
Yeah.
And so when I need to focus and get a report done or whatever, I'll just roll a little Motivate on my wrist, smell it, and away I go.
Keep working, yeah. In corporate world, what do your coworkers say?
I try to be discreet.
Discreet. So that's a perfect way to use the touch, is you just roll it on here, give it a smell, and then dial in and get your work done. You want to hit?
No.
Okay, what other ways?
So those are the blends.
Okay.
We really kind of highlighted all the special things. You know, it's just such a delicate, beautiful oil.
Yeah. Dominic had mentioned the hormone signaling pathways. It's definitely really great for hormone support, men and women, for fertility hormone support.
Yeah, so that's a good one. You can just rub that on your abdomen.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to use that for that kind of support.
Yes. Also, what thing? Oh, blending notes. So it smells really bright. Again, it's kind of got that lemony, fresh aroma, but it's sort of more of your middle notes. So you're going to want to add lemon or tangerine or lime to it, and then you're also going to want to add some of the base notes like a frankincense. Frankincense and Melissa would be a really amazing combination.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Use it all the ways.
Also like neroli or lemon, those are good ones to blend with it as well.
Yeah. Powerful cleansing. Okay.
Yeah. So
Melissa?
Do the 21-day challenge. We're going to do it.
Let us know.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we love hearing how you guys use these. Like, this is not meant to be we tell you things. Like, we want your ideas and to hear feedback. So please give us that great feedback. And then we will move on
to myrrh. That'll be next week. But yeah, please get in the comments.
Yeah.
Like this video if you learned something today. Please subscribe to our channel. You know, we try and on average get a video out a week, including these. So
we're trying.
We'll see how it goes. Life happens, but you can probably see what time of year it is right now.
Which Christmas is perfect for myrrh.
It is. We're gonna talk one of the gifts to Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us in this community, and have a great day. And we'll see you with myrrh.